What's up, Graham? It's Guys here. So here's the deal. Over the last 10 years, I have spent hundreds of hours researching how to maximize the value of every dollar that I spend to the point where now I could travel pretty much anywhere I want to in the world for free. I get cash back on almost anything that you could imagine, and in some cases, I'll get paid just to make an account. But what most people don't know is that these rewards and perks are available to practically anybody as long as you know what to look out for and how to utilize them effectively. So today I thought it would be helpful to go over my 5 best credit cards for beginners in 2023 that could quickly get you started on your journey to achieving a perfect credit score, earning sign-up bonuses, and getting complimentary first-class travel anywhere in the world, all for $0 out of pocket. So let's talk about the best credit card options available in the market, which rewards are worth taking advantage of, and how you would be able to get started immediately even if you have no prior credit history whatsoever. All I ask in return, if you find this video helpful, just give the video a like and subscribe if you haven't done that already. It helps out the channel tremendously, and as a thank you for doing that, here's a picture of a turtle. So thank you guys so much, and now let's begin. Alright, so in order to work your way up to the ultimate credit card rewards tier, you're first going to need a good credit score. And one of the best ways to do that, if you're brand new, is with what's called the Discover It secured card. This allows beginners or people with limited to no credit history to put down a refundable security deposit, and in exchange for doing that, you'll get back a credit line equal to that amount. This allows you to effectively build your credit score without first needing a credit score in order to get approved. Just think of it kind of like this. With the secured credit card, you'd be able to put down a $300 deposit, and in exchange for doing that, you'll get back a $300 credit line. However, what makes Discover so much different from all of the other secured credit cards out there is that most of the other cards are awful, but Discover is surprisingly really good. That's because most secured credit cards are aimed at people who have no idea what they're doing or they have no other option to turn to. So they nickel and dime you with high interest, penalties, and annual fees just because they can. Although Discover takes an entirely different approach and allows you to get a secured credit card for free. They also give you what almost every other secured credit card does not, and that would be rewards. You'll be able to earn 2% cash back on gas stations and restaurants up to $1,000 in combined purchases each quarter, plus unlimited 1% cash back on everything else. Not to mention, they'll also match all of your rewards in the first year. That means if you spend an average of $1,000 a month, you'll get at minimum $240 back for the cost of nothing. In addition to that, they'll also help you keep track of your progress through free FICO monitoring tools on their platform. That way you'll get monthly updates to eventually work your way up to some of the other options that I'm about to mention. And really from there, all you have to do is pay off your balance in full at the end of every single month. That way you're not going to have to pay any amount in interest, you'll be getting cash back, and you'll be able to build your credit score to get free stuff, all for the cost of nothing. Although keep in mind, this is only the very beginning, and once you begin working your way up, you'll be able to get a few of these other options as well. Like number 2, the Pedal Visa card. See, the thing is, as you're building up your credit score, you're generally rewarded for having multiple lines of credit. That's because each time you pay off a card, it's counted as a positive trade line on your report, and the more positive trade lines you have, the higher your score is going to be. That's why somebody with a wallet stuffed full of fully paid off credit cards is probably going to have a higher credit score than the other person who only has one. So if you're going to go this route, the Pedal Visa card could help you do exactly that, also for free. They do this by offering you 2 options. The first is the Pedal One card, which allows their customers to earn up to 2 to 10% back on select merchants, or the Pedal 2 card, which gives you 1% cash back on eligible transactions, which then gets bumped up to 1.5% after you make 12 on-time payments. But what makes this one so unique is that, unlike Discover, which bases your limit on the security deposit, Pedal also utilizes your banking information, which analyzes whether or not your spending and savings behavior is enough to give you a line of credit. The way I see it is that this is massively helpful for anybody who's always just paid their bills on time, but never got around to getting a credit card. And if this is you, you may as well use it to your advantage. On top of that, since they utilize your banking information, they also double as a personal finance app that can help you calculate your payments, interest if you don't pay off your balance in full, your monthly spending, and any other personal finance information to help save you money, like canceling unwanted subscriptions that you might have forgotten about. OnlyFans. The other benefit over the Discover It card is that the Pedal Visa has no fees of any kind, including no foreign transaction fees. And on the Pedal 2 Visa, no late fees, which, let's be honest, you shouldn't ever pay late anyway, but you know what? It's here. It's also worth noting that they report your payment to all 3 credit bureaus, so every month you pay off your bill on time, you're adding another positive trade line to your report. And with patience, you'll slowly be able to use this to work your way up to getting free first-class plane tickets, which I'll discuss a little later. Because in addition to that, we also got this option. And that would be number 3, the Wells Fargo Active Cash Card. Now here's the thing, make no surprise, I hate Wells Fargo. They're one of the few banks that I personally cannot stand working with. Their customer service has been nothing but awful, and I've had a lot of bad experiences. But I also have to be fair because they do end up doing pretty well in 2 categories. The first would be that they have some of the lowest mortgage rates on the market, and the second, admittedly, they did a really good job on this credit card. Now this definitely is not a credit card that I would get if you have no credit history whatsoever, but assuming you have at least 6 to 12 months of on-time payments, then this starts to look like a pretty good option. On the most basic level, this card has absolutely no annual fee, 0% interest for the first 15 months, and the best part of all, unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase. So why is this card so much better than the rest? Well, typically, the cards that give you unlimited 2% cash back are no frills. Like, that's pretty much just all they do. And don't get me wrong, the Citi Double Cash card does a really good job at that. But Wells Fargo just gives you the creme de la creme of offers, and that would be a $200 sign-up bonus when you spend $1,000 in the first 3 months. Like I've been saying for years, the lack of a sign-up bonus has been one of the biggest deterrents against a lot of these 2%